Life as an autistic man, or just adult. I was diagnosed when I was 16 years old, so I spent most of my childhood not knowing I was autistic. And when people think of autism, they think of children that are having temper tantrums and all this shit, but they don't think about how those children grow up into grown men or women. When I was a kid, I was a mute. I didn't speak verbally. I didn't know how to communicate. I spent a lot of time alone as a kid. I never played with other kids. I didn't enjoy communicating. I didn't enjoy interacting. I had temper tantrums here and there. I did, yeah. But nothing that really said, oh, this kid's autistic. Growing up in a household where nobody knew, I didn't know, and looking back now, it's like, well, shit, of course, it makes sense. I liked being alone. I enjoyed my solitude. I just wasn't someone that was very extroverted or enjoyed company or enjoyed playing with other kids, or I just didn't learn the same way as other people. I didn't understand anything. And as I got older, I just thought, oh, this is just how I am. I'm just like this. But then when I got diagnosed at 16, it kind of fucked me up, I'm not gonna lie. Because people see autism as like a disability, like I'm fucking disabled mentally, like I'm when I'm fucking not. Like I'm functioning, I'm normal, like I'm just a normal person. And I don't like talking about my autism, to be honest, because it makes me feel disabled. And especially with the way people view autism as well. They see it as some form of disability. They see it as a lost cause type of thing. They see you as someone that needs to be taken care of. You can't function in the world. It's just, it makes me feel very lonely in the world when I tell people about my autism. And when I was younger and was diagnosed, and it's been 7 years since I've been diagnosed. It's gonna be my 8th year when I turn 24. But when I was told that, I didn't think much of it. I was just like, okay, this is new. But then it just made me think very deeply about who I am and all these signs, and looking back and reflecting on my childhood and the way I function now, socially, with myself, with scheduling, with the way things work and how I adapt to it or how I operate. It's a very lonely fucking place in my head. I don't tell people I'm autistic, usually. And then you might be wondering, Daniel, why are you making this video if you don't want to talk about it? Because I want to open up about it. Because it's something I keep hiding. You know, I've worked on so many other things mentally and all that. And I'm very honest with people. I've learned how to communicate. Even if I stutter, I do stutter a lot because I was not a very verbal kid. I was a mute as a kid. It just is one of those things that I don't talk about because I don't want people to treat me differently. When they find out I'm autistic, they try to baby me a bit, or they look at me like I'm tapped, or they look at me like I'm a spaz, as they would say. And people have bullied me on it before, like, oh, you're a fucking spaz. And I don't like that shit. And because since I didn't verbalize very well as a kid, I used art as a way to express myself. Drawings, illustrations, things like that. Anything that has to do with art and expression that doesn't use words, I enjoyed doing that. Now I don't draw so much because I don't need to, and I'm not that passionate about it anymore. I'll use it in the future for other things, but not as a traditional thing. Because now I've learned how to communicate, I've learned how to operate better in the world and things like that. But what people don't talk about is being autistic as an adult. And people who don't understand autism, or doctors that just learn about it, they're not going to understand the fucking hell that autistic people have in their minds, because they feel so much, or they're very sensitive. And I'm not saying sensitive like they're babies, I'm not saying that, but sensitive to noise, sensitive to change. These are things I struggle with. I struggle with noise. I struggle with texture. I struggle with changes. I struggle with things like that that don't have some type of routine or order that I'm used to. If I was to go the same pathway for years, if I go a different direction, my mind will start panicking. I'll start panicking a bit because it's outside of my comfort zone. And I'm all about coming out of my comfort zone and being uncomfortable and being comfortable with being uncomfortable, but then I'm always having a battle with my autism about it. I'm always having to fucking be so drained because of the way my brain is wired, you know? And it does depress me, yeah. Sometimes I do wish I was never told, so I could just go on with my life not knowing. And now knowing, I just feel like I'm fucking handicapped, when it's not like that. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly normal. I've seen great people who are also autistic do great shit, but sometimes I do have this lingering dread in the back of my mind where I'm like, I'm not cut out for life. I'm not cut out to be anything great because I'm just autistic. And I hate that feeling. That's why I keep trying to surpass my expectations of myself and the way I feel about shit, because I can't live like that. I can't live knowing there's other autistic people in the world that feel doomed just because of the diagnosis, and then I don't want to be like that. And I get it, it's a spectrum, or as they would call it, a spectrum. I think it's a lot more deeper than that. That's why people don't understand autism. They just think you're fucking when it's not like that. People never knew I was autistic until I told them. So you can fucking kinda live, you know, without telling people, and you can live with it, but it fucking sucks a lot of the time because I can't fucking relate to people. I don't understand these simple pleasure things. I think very deeply about shit, and I'm always questioning shit, and other people, they kinda just don't. And then that makes me feel very lonely in the world. And then when I tell them I'm autistic, they just look at me like I'm R-worded. And I hate that feeling. That's why when I do TikTok lives, I don't talk about it. And if someone asks me, I will say yeah, but I don't want to put it out in the public and tell them, yo, I'm autistic. Hey, do you think I'm R-worded now? And I get it, other people aren't going to give a shit because there's many people that I speak to on my lives and reoccurring followers of mine that don't care. They don't change their tune about me, which is the way I like it. I like it like that. But most people in the past treated me very differently, joked about it a lot, kind of being like, oh, you're such a spaz, even though they're just saying it as a joke, but deep down they're just saying it because they really feel like that. That's how I feel about it. Being an adult with autism I think it's even harder than being an autistic child, because now you're having to be put into the real world, and with autism, there's just shit that I don't understand about the world that other people are just okay with, and because I question everything and I'm not okay with fucking conforming and shit, and I'm always just thinking for myself, I struggle with that shit. For a long time I've been out of work because I'm not ready yet, you know? And then you feel the pressure of people being like, oh, you need to get a job and shit, and it's like all that stuff. Or, you know, you need to work on your career and shit, and it's like, how am I supposed to really do that when I need to work on myself first? Like, I'm still like figuring out what the fuck my cues are, what the fuck my bullshit is. Like, things that bother me, things that flare up things that trigger me, even though I don't really care. Like, for example, when I hear a sudden loud noise, I get quick with anger because it's just my reaction. But mentally, I'm like, wow, that was a loud noise, I don't give a shit. But then, because my brain doesn't like it, I'm quick to just anger, and I get like fear sent into my system. My nervous system gets out of whack. And I hate that because the world is a chaotic place, so I need to fucking work around it. I can't just walk around with ear defenders on. I'm not gonna do that. And textures and shit, if something feels off to me, it makes me feel icked, and I hate it. Especially like when people, you know, like if someone hugs me or something, I don't like it. I don't like being touched. I don't like being hugged. I don't like being grabbed. Don't touch me, kind of thing. So my personal space is very personal. Just little things, or at least to me they're little things because I'm so used to it, but maybe it's a major thing for a lot of other autistic people, like they can't handle ambulance noises. Neither can I. Even today I went to go to the shop and there was an ambulance that went by, and it sent me into a panic a little bit. Like I had to cover my ears because it feels like it hurts. It fucking actually hurts to hear noises like that. And then other people, they'll be like, oh, that's uncomfortable. Me, it feels like I'm being tortured. So living with autism is actual torture. It's actual torture, you know? Having to decipher shit all the time. Having to fucking work around shit, and then you look at other people who aren't autistic, who aren't neurodivergent, and just can cope with that shit. I can't cope with certain things. And it's not me trying to cry about it, because I've come so far these past few years. But then I do have this fear of just feeling like I'm never gonna get better. This shit is gonna be forever. I was born this way. I'm screwed. I'm fucking screwed. I hate feeling like that. I don't want to feel like that. I want to do something great, and I don't want to be limited because of some fucking doctor saying, you're autistic, mate, so you're doomed. They may not fucking say it like that, but they basically mean that. You're autistic, you need fucking this, you need support, you're disabled. I don't like those limitation type of words. I don't like that form of limitation. And when I was in college, and I was diagnosed, and that was when I was diagnosed in college when I was 16. There was other autistic people in my class, but even them I couldn't really relate to that much. Even though I understood when one of them struggled with noise, one of them didn't speak super eloquent, one of them had triggers about certain things, I understood that. But then something about me just felt even more off. I'm like, these are the people that I'm like. So I feel even lonelier. Because I'm like, okay, I'm a part of these people. They have the same shit as me. But why do I still feel separate? You know? Maybe because their shit is a little bit worse than mine. Mine is quite borderline. Like, it's not super, like, fucked up. But maybe to me, I think so deeply about shit and question everything. I always want better. I always want to try better. I love improvement, and I'm conscious. Like, I'm not unconscious, I'm very conscious. With my journey with spirituality and self-discovery, it's one of those things. And I guess with them, I guess they've been told they're autistic, and then they just roll with it and they're okay with it. I'm not okay with my autism. Maybe that's what separates me. And you might be thinking, do you fear your autism? A little bit, yeah. I wish I never fucking knew about it, because it fucking sucks a lot of the time. How I struggle with just everything. Other people, they're like, it's so easy to get a job. But then it's like, socializing and understanding people. And I do understand people, but then it's like, because I struggle with social skills and my communication, sometimes it's too much for me. And then also finances. I'm very bad with numbers. I'm very bad with that type of routine and order and shit. I'm very bad with that. No matter how much I learn and shit, I never understood maths. And then maybe if someone taught me maths in a different way, or maybe I taught myself maths a little bit better, maybe I could, I could implement it into my life a little bit better. Like, I can count money and shit, but I can't do my times tables. I never understood it. And it's the same thing, like with education as well. I never understood education. Sitting in a classroom full of people and then some teacher telling you something, how come all these other people get it but I don't? Because they're not teaching me a way that I understand. And that's why, like, for me, education was really fucking hard. And that was before I was diagnosed. So I struggled with education and I was screwed since day one. Whereas everyone else, they can just take in what's been said and shit. And for me, I'm like, can you elaborate on that? Can you actually explain this to me a little bit deeply? Because I don't get it. And then college comes around, I'm diagnosed with it. Now I have one-to-one teachers, but then it's like, it's too fucking late. I'm doing an art course. And then just being in foster care as well. After my diagnosis, I moved away from my family's place and went into foster care because of just some fucked up shit. And then the foster carers were they knew I was autistic and they knew I had issues and traumas and baggage and mental health issues. And they fucked me up too. So in a way, you get treated differently, especially if you're in a system such as foster shit. And when you're in an education system where they don't know you're autistic, then they start to treat you like you should get it. And then they make you feel bad for it. But then it's a double-edged sword. It's like, if you're not autistic, then it's like, oh, why don't you get it, dude? Are you dumb? But then if you are autistic, then they baby you. But then you still don't get it because they're babying too much. And I hate that. So I just say, fuck it. I'm just gonna understand it my way and learn it my way. I don't need someone to tell me something. I don't need to learn from somebody. Maybe I'll take in what they say, but I'll implement my own way of doing shit. But yeah, education fucked me up. I never understood school. I never understood college. I never understood education. I never understood teaching. I never understood it. I was doomed since day one because of that. And then college, they knew I was autistic and they still fucked about with me with that. Then I went into level 2 art and design, and then they threw me in GCSE resits, even though they knew I never done GCSE because I was so bad. I was so bad at education. I literally only got fucking functional skills, dude. They're GCSE equivalents, but they're not GCSE. And then because of just shit going on at home and then not being able to attend and having shit to deal with and being autistic unknowingly just added to it. The mental strain on that, on my mind and shit. But yeah, and then in level 2 with the GCSE resits, they knew about that, and then I told them, why am I in this class? And they're like, oh yeah, we know about that. We know that, you never done it, but this is the only thing we can offer you. I'm like, so you doomed me, basically. So what's the point of you knowing about my autism, and what's the point of having these one-to-one teachers, even though they're shit at their job? What's the point of this fucking help if it ain't actually helping me? So I dropped out of college because there was no way, because it was foster care, they were fucking with me. Then the COVID shit happened, and then I couldn't do college at home, like, working from home, because my foster carers kept turning off the Wi-Fi. They said, we're not responsible for you, Daniel. I'm 17 at this time. So there's so many disadvantages, I couldn't comprehend a lot of shit. I couldn't take in a lot of shit. I couldn't be creative with things, and I couldn't do that. So I had to fucking quit college. I had to drop out. And then people will judge you for that. And, you know, but then when you tell them I'm autistic, then they're like, oh, baby. Don't baby me. Because it happened to me too much. Anyway, fast forward, I actually run away from foster care. I actually run away because I couldn't handle the abuse there. Then I move into my first house. I'm riddled with fucking baggage, not knowing what to do with myself career-wise, fucking having to understand my autism. Like, it's only been, you know, I turned 18, I move out. Fucking, it's only been 3 years of knowing I'm autistic. So it's like, how do I work with this? And then I'm riddled with so much baggage and trauma, and then just not being able to fit into the world and not understand how the world works and how to implement myself into it with this diagnosis. So I just felt like, oh wow, I'm doomed, I'm R-worded, I'm never gonna get far in life. I'm gonna be one of those people that need a fucking care worker. I'm gonna be one of those people that need support wiping their ass and shit because I literally cannot function in the real world. So fast forward, all the bad shit that happened, I cut it out of my life. I spent more time alone and worked on myself incrementally. And now I feel better. I'm not as depressed. I don't, you know, have much anxieties about things. And even if I do feel some of these things, I work around it, I deal with it. And I'm gonna be 24 soon, and I'll be 8 years of being autistic and shit. Like, knowing I'm autistic, I mean. And it's just, I spent longer not knowing compared to knowing. If only I just knew about it since day one, maybe I would have had a little bit more help in growing up years, in my my childhood. And, you know, and now that I have grown so much mentally and shit, I can kind of just about deal with the real world, but I still have that deep fear of just being a disappointment as, like, you know, like a bad batch of human shit, just a bad specimen. Like I'm broken goods or something. I was born as a fucking lab rat with the autism and shit. You know, you might be thinking, oh, you know, you shouldn't put yourself down. And it's like, I'm trying not to, but I deeply feel so much pain because of this shit. Sorry, my cat's running around. Even that, like, I'll get annoyed at little things like that, where a normal person they'll just be like, ah, what an idiot, and just allow it. I can't with, like, suddenness things and shit. But this is what I mean. It's like, real life is sudden. Real life is chaotic. It's all the things that my autism cannot handle. And I'm having to have a battle with myself every day, just talking that shit down, being like, you know what, I know this is just a trigger for me, but I gotta deal with it. Oh, I feel so drained from this. I feel so drained from that. Oh, there's too much noise. Oh, this texture. Oh, this. Oh, that. Oh, I don't like doing it this way. I gotta do it like this. And having obsessions about things, or being obsessed with other things, or it's fucking tiresome. And yeah, maybe some people would say autism is like a superpower. You get to be super good at certain things. I want to be good at life. I want to be good at just actually fucking being all right. And that's a struggle. You know? Oh wow, I'm good at editing videos. I'm good at making videos. I'm good at doing all this other shit. But then they're all so unconventional, and it doesn't add much to life. I'm not good at fucking going for walks without feeling like fucked up and shit. I'm not good at fucking taking another direction somewhere because I'm not used to it. I'm not good at all these things, coordination and everything. Like, people do not understand the absolute hells I feel, like my mind is on fire and it doesn't shut down, like it's always obsessing about something, it's always thinking about something. No wonder I have insomnia. Like, no, like I have insomnia because my mind just keeps overworking, just working and working and working, and won't stop thinking about shit. It won't stop imagining shit. It won't stop thinking and thinking and thinking. Like, think about it. Your mind just keeps overworking. It keeps dwelling into shit, and your mind is like racing, and it feels like it's on fire and you can't fucking shut it down. It's like folders and folders and folders of information just flying at you, and you can't stay calm. Like, you're always fidgeting. Like, I'm always fidgeting. I'm always anxious. I'm always fucking feeling some type of like something pent up or something. And then it's actually fucking hell. Like, people don't actually get it. They think, oh, he's normal all the way through and shit until maybe a sudden noise and it freaks him the fuck out. Nah, it's like a constant fucking battle with an autistic giant in my brain. And then I'm having to, like, the person that I am in my mind is not the same as my brain. My brain will keep sending signals of dumb shit. It keeps wanting perfection. It keeps being freaked out by things. It's like my brain is freaked out by everything. It's like everything freaks me out. But then I'm like, I'm not that bothered by it. I'm just looking at this thing and it doesn't freak me out. But then my brain just keeps sending signals, so it makes me feel freaked out, even though I don't really give a shit because I just know better. And then I'm so used to it that I'm like, oh yeah, it's that thing again. But then I'm like panicking about nothing. And then that's why I can't sleep. And then when I do go sleep, my brain just keeps working and working. I have like constant nightmares and vivid imagination type of shit because my mind is showing me so much deep shit. I don't know how to relax. I never relax. And I can't relax when I'm at home. I feel drained all the time. I feel drained when I go outside. Even going to the shop is a lot for me. Looking at everything, having to be so specific and shit, having to do things specifically. And if one little type of step is out of place, then it fucks up everything. And I just get overwhelmed all the time. Just my emotions are so hyped up. It's so amped up, and it's like, it's draining. It's actually draining. How the fuck am I supposed to actually function in this world? Even though I've improved so much, how the fuck am I supposed to actually function in real life? That's why I just enjoy being alone. I don't have drama in my life. I enjoy all this shit because I need to keep zen, because if there's anything that fucks up my mental health or fucks up my mind, and something that it latches onto and obsesses about and analyzes like crazy, it will fucking ruin my day. So it's like I have to be so specific and be a perfectionist with every single thing I do. It's like forms of OCD. It's like forms of ADHD. I probably have OCD and ADHD, but I'd say it's just partly because of the autism. It wants to be specific. It wants to be a perfectionist. It wants to do things in order. It wants to do things the way it wants to. And I have to keep battling it and actually like keep fucking being drained by it, even though these are just signals. These are just signals and things that flare up and trigger me and shit. Get overwhelmed in social events. I get overwhelmed by like literally nothing. I get overwhelmed by sudden noises. I get overwhelmed every day. I get overwhelmed when something doesn't go right. I start fucking feeling fucked up from it and drained. But then other people, they'll just be like, I don't even know, because I don't know what it's like to be not autistic. I don't know what it's like for other people. Maybe they do stress out about shit, but I don't know that. Because they always seem to fucking actually have it pretty fucking easy. It's not easy. It's not easy feeling like this every day. Like, I'm gonna be 24 soon, and I just get so emotionally drained from this. Like, I'm not someone that dwells. I'm not someone that's so depressed, and I'm not a pessimist about things. I'm very optimistic about shit, and just self-improvement every day, whether that's mentally, physically, just trying new things and shit. But then it really detaches me from the world. I feel detached from people. I can't interact the same way. I don't understand people. I don't understand their cues sometimes. I don't understand like life a lot of the time. I don't understand why things work the way they do. Why are we in a system? Why are we slaves at a job? Like, do people not question these things? And then I feel like the odd one out because, you know, oh, I'm the autistic guy and shit. And I don't like feeling like that. But yeah, I don't know, I'm ranting a lot because it really does deeply upset me. Like, I am deeply hurt by knowing I'm autistic. I hate feeling like this. It just ruins my life. It basically ruins my life. Even though other people can like do great things with it and all this shit, I can't imagine what it's like for them, like how much shit they had to suffer through and sacrifice dealing with that shit whilst trying to do the things that other people could easily do, but they just don't do it. So imagine being autistic and trying to do something great or be a millionaire or become successful with all of this draining brain power, like this brain power that's so out of whack. It's like I feel like my brain's upside down every day. I get angry at things that nobody really gives a shit about. I get upset at things that no one really gets upset about. I'm just, it does make me feel broken. It makes me feel like messed up. And I feel doomed. And I hate it. And that's why I take my time with things and I'm a bit slower with things. And it's not because I'm slow or I'm dumb. It's just, I'm really taking it in. I take shit in so deeply that I gotta take my time with it. I don't rush things. Especially with how my videos, sometimes I'll talk for a long time, but that's just because there's so much to say. I'm not like, what's up YouTube? Let's get right into it. Nah, I'm not like that. I have a pace. I have like shit that's in my brain that I have to let out of my system, and it's beyond millions of words. And then there are times where I do upload a video and I'm like, shit, I wish I talked about this. I wish I added this in there, and I'm just never happy with what I do because it's just nothing's good enough to me because I'm such a perfectionist about shit. And I just, yeah. All I'm trying to say is that I don't like talking about my autism. It's the biggest fear of mine. It's such a fear of mine. I don't like talking about it. But I thought I'll try and be brave and talk about it. I might delete the fucking video if I upload it and I just feel exposed. And it's not me trying to bullshit people or I'm trying to hide from people. I'm not trying to hide from people. I'm always honest with people because it's like, why should I give a shit about what people think? But it is such a big factor. And it is a forever thing. Like, this isn't just shit you develop. This isn't just like depression where you just develop it and you can help it. This is shit that's like, you can try and deal with it and you can try and work with it, but it's like a landlord that just demands so much out of you. It's like a landlord who keeps upping the rent, and it's like, how am I supposed to pay this guy? Why is this guy squeezing me so goddamn much? And this guy will never leave. And even if I move to another house, he owns that building too. It's like a fucked up landlord. Like, I'm just renting this body, but then the landlord is the brain and shit. It's like, it's everywhere I go. It's like everywhere I go, it doesn't matter where I go, it comes with me. And it depresses the shit out of me. And it's like, I accept it, but I don't accept bringing it up. I fucking hate it. It depresses the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like shit talking about it. Just imagine living like this, where simple things is not so simple. And your brain is on fire every day. at night when you're asleep, whether it's in your subconscious or not. And shit that you feel is so fucking deep. When you're sad, you're actually super fucking sad. When you're angry, you're really angry. If you're happy, you're actually really happy. But imagine feeling like that all the time, having all that fucking information in your head that just keeps looping and looping and looping, and just obsessions and weird habits and fidgeting and just feeling like an alien, not fitting in. Not that I want to fit in, but I just want to exist. And it's such a struggle to just exist. Like, fuck. So my mind is having to cope with such a picky brain. It's like a picky child, like not wanting to eat its greens. Like, oh, this kid doesn't want to eat his greens because he doesn't like vegetables. It's like the same thing. It's like the same thing. It's like demanding, and I'm so drained. I'm so fed up of it. There are times I just kind of wish you could cure it. Other people that are autistic, they'll probably be like, no, but it's just something you gotta, it's cool. And it's like, good for you, but I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. I feel like I'm gonna fucking develop some like mental disorder because of it. Like, I'm gonna become fucking out of whack because I already am out of whack. It's like I've got imbalances and shit because of it. It holds me back. That's how I feel. It feels like it holds me back. I want to show my capabilities and my abilities and everything that I'm good for on display, and not just have this shitty ass label and just be known as the autistic guy. I want to be known for greater things. That just so happens to be autistic. I'd rather that. Oh, he's autistic, that's cool. He's successful anyway, so we can't deny it. But then it's like, I don't want to be known for it. Anyway, that's about it. There's probably more I can touch on, but I just don't want to talk about it anymore. So yeah, that's just me being honest, how I really feel about my autism. I don't like talking about things negatively. I always talk about motivation and inspirational shit and mindset shit and just dealing with things and being a man and all this stuff. But then it's like, being a man with autism is actually a struggle. It's even with relationships, I had struggles with that as well. Not because I'm a loser and I'm bad at relationships. No, it's just, I don't, women love hugging you and they love, touching you and doing all that shit, and I don't like being touched. Even when I'm in the same bed, I hate being held. I don't like it. And it just kind of ruins the intimacy of things. And it's like, I am an intimate person. It's just, I can't be intimate for long periods of time physically. So it's a lonely fucking place. It's a lonely fucking place in my head. And knowing that I have to go through life like this forever until I die, even if I can deal with it and can make my life good despite having it, it's just a fact of knowing that ruins it. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I really have in my system to say. There could be more to say, but I really don't want to talk about it anymore. But yeah, that's about it. Goodbye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you another time. D. out.